Now, the next person is a fashion designer. She's been around for over 25 to 30 years in the industry, and I think, G, I think we're just going to be, she's on the way. We're going to have an amazing session with her. But apart from that, I think जैसे सवाल डब्बू से पूछे जा रहे थे, कुछ सवाल आप मुझसे भी पूछ सकते हैं. Any questions for me? Come on, guys. Any questions for me? Yeah. Why am I so charming? Why are you so beautiful? Well, I think there's a lot of hard work that gets into the fact that, there's a certain way you need your personality to be. So it depends how you speak to people, how you talk to people, your background, where you come from, what is it that you need to achieve, what is it that you intend to do. So there's a lot of... There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, please, ladies and gentlemen, G. Okay, please get your hands together for Krishna Mehta. Like I said, she's been around for years and years together. When it comes to fashion, she's another name who is a force to reckon with. I think with her own brand and her own way of looking at fashion, the way fashion is. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me start with her. Initially, I would really want to know ki, what was your background in terms of, did fashion happen by chance, or did you work towards it, or that's what you really wanted to do?
Well, I started with my, I'm a commerce graduate, and I also did my chartered accountancy. So I did a lot of numbers, but those numbers were very straight. The only difference is the numbers that I do are just with more curves now.
More curves now.
That's it.
Okay. I think I like that line of the numbers being with curves. So initially, where do you come from? Originally, where are you from?
I am from Bombay, and I did my fashion designing along with my commerce graduation.
Okay.
And eventually, I went away to Paris and finished more. I had my office there. I had my base there. And
so how long were you in Paris? How long were you there?
I think it's been a few years.
Few years.
Yes, but eventually it was always the work that came from Paris, and I worked into India. But I am married into a family of garment exporters, which still makes it easier for me. And we do a lot of work for brands overseas.
Okay.
Besides my own label, which is today's my I would say 37th year in business.
Wow. 37 years into the business. A big round of applause for that. 37 years. That's huge. So
that was the applause for telling me, hey Krishna, you're getting old.
No, not at all. So let me ask you, this particular course that you did in Paris.
Yeah.
So do you think you would have not been the designer you are today if the course did not happen, or?
No. I actually started from Bombay. I went to a college called Sophia College in 1978.
Wow.
And then I went to the Weaver Service Center. So I am a weaver first.
Okay.
And then I went to the Weaver Service Center to learn more about block printing and all. So I also learned 1 year of embroidery, which means that I have done training. I've trained myself to be a weaver. I've trained myself to be a printer. So everything is, and Paris was just finally to put the icing on the cake. But the main thing was here.
There's been a lot of grassroots working initially.
Totally. So everything is here, and today I am what I am because of what I have learned here. Because our crafts today is luxury.
Ji.
And ye sari dunya mein people love it, and they sort of appreciate it. And today we are valued because of our crafts. And I come to Jaipur 12 times a year probably because the craftsmanship and the crafts from here is unparalleled.
Yes, and it's incredible, you know, whenever I travel abroad, whether I go to England or Scotland or any other country, America, Australia, Germany, it's amazing how people react to the stuff that we wear, the clothes that we wear, you know, and they basically love the fact that it's colorful, the way it's stitched, and whatever little, you know, if I'm wearing a bracelet or if I'm wearing a kind of a ring which is connected to, and of course the fact that we're from India. So that's something that, you know, makes them feel very, very happy. Another thing that I definitely, yes, thank you so much. Yes. You know, okay. Anybody would like to ask her a question? Come on, guys. There we are. There we go. Yes, your name, please. Aditi. Yes, Aditi.
Well,
I think-
fashion is, sorry, go ahead.
No, no, of course.
Fashion is something which will come in fashion and go away. है ना? So I would say that textile is the base of anything else that we do in life today, and if you know how certain fabrics can mold to a body in certain ways, or how if you want to cut a particular style, what should be the fabric that you should select, that is the main thing. तो वो बेस अगर आपका पक्का रहा, वो स्ट्रॉन्ग रहा, तो मॉन्यूमेंट जाहिर है कि स्ट्रॉन्ग ही रहने वाला है. So it's very important that you understand how the fabric is going to be draping once it is cut in a particular way, and what fabric you should select for whatever we do. आज हम देखते हैं बहुत अच्छे, I mean the schools which are coming up in fashion. I see a lot of students with a lot of stars in the eyes, and as Dabu before me, whatever he said, I would say ditto, ditto, ditto. What works for photography also works for fashion in many which ways, because there is so much of work that you do. I mean, today I would say that easily 18 hours a day I could be thinking, looking, working at whatever I'm doing. It's a kind of an obsession. And जब तक ये obsession नहीं होता है ना कोई भी चीज़ के लिए, I don't think आप उसमें एक नयापन ला सकते हैं. You can bring it to a level where nobody can touch it. And that's what you should do, is like, you know, you have to aim for the stars, I've always said. And so if you fall on the moon. So I guess.
Absolutely. I think that's the way to put it. Ki when it comes to fine arts, whether you're an actor or you are a filmmaker or you are a dancer, what you need to, वो जो जुनून वाली बात जो उन्होंने की है, अगर आपके अंदर वो जुनून नहीं है, तो आप एक बहुत ही एवरेज, जिसे हम कहते हैं, you'll be a very average actor or a very average dancer or a very average fashion designer. So now if you want to go ahead, you do not want to be average, you need to have that junoon जिसे हम कहते हैं.
एक चीज हम करवाएं. Okay, it's just a small little exercise, just to show you that how much we can do and how far we can reach. Can everybody just stand up from where they're sitting? Can you also stand up?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, everybody stand up. All right. I want you all to raise your right hand as high as you can.
Okay.
As high as you can. And now just close your eyes and raise it by just 5 inches. Raise it, raise it, raise it, raise it, raise it. Voila, put it down. All I needed to show is, first when I said, please sit, that you raise your hand. And you raised it. And जब हमने बोला आप और 5 इंच करो, तो आप 5 इंच भी पहुंच सके. इसका मतलब है कि आप सब में अंदर है. There is something which all of you have, all of us have. You need to just tap that potential. You need to go beyond that, and you can all achieve it. So when you do, it's not just about the fabric, or it's just diving deep into everything that you do. And then nothing is so difficult, because yesterday I met one person who came to greet me or meet me at the airport, and he was studying to be a doctor. In the morning I met one person who's in the engineering college final year. I mean, I'm seeing, wow. But you know, Giorgio Armani, he was also a doctor. So if you can cut, if you can look at the anatomy, you can look at the anatomy of a body this way or that way.
Or that way, absolutely.
It's the same.
Well, you've been in the fashion industry for about 37 years, as you mentioned. So do you think there's been a kind of a huge fashion revolution in India? in the
Oh
last?
yeah. When I started my career, there was no designer. I was the first menswear designer of this country, and Ensemble was the only boutique in Bombay which had opened, where I started from. And my first fashion show was on the Queen Elizabeth II liner, which was into Bombay. And all I did was batik shirts and hand block printing shirts. That's all. मैंने मेरा career block printed shirts पर बनाया है और batik के shirts पर बनाया है और कुछ नहीं. Because first, batik was considered something that was used locally by people just hanging around. I just put the same batik on very super fabric. I put the same block printing on top quality fabric with excessively super finish and great cut. And that was it. People want something new. People want something different. You just need to look at it differently, and you put the right colors, which is acceptable for modern men and urban men as well. And you got it. So you have everything there with you, and all you need to see is with a different outlook, with a different view, and think differently. So the same thing can be beautiful. Today I went and saw the Mela outside. Have you
Gee,
seen it?
I saw
आप
every
देखे?
bit of it.
बहुत अच्छा था. I mean, there was a lot of shopping that I did there because there is one Dari manufacturer there, and he's making such amazing stuff. And I was thinking maybe this is a great material. If I make it in lightweight fibers, I could make a great jacket out of it or whatever. So it's just seeing things in a different way, and there's so much to learn. And you people here, I mean, you're in the heart of creativity. When I'm talking about Rajasthan, आज तो राजस्थान के जैसा कहीं आर्ट ही नहीं है. It's so unique, so special. You have everything here, and I guess all you need is a different way of looking at things. That's it.
Absolutely. Gee, after you, there have been various fashion designers, who've made a mark for themselves. So, do you have any personal favorites, apart from yourself, in terms of somebody that you would like to wear?
There are a lot of different designers. जिसकी हमें अलग-अलग चीजें अच्छी लगती
नहीं
है.
तो आपको किसकी कौन सी
I
चीज़?
love, for example, I love the way Tarun cuts his fabrics. I love the way Anamika puts things together differently. अलग-अलग materials को use करते हैं. I love the way Sabia thinks of how a garment can be marketed. He's brilliant. So, each person has, because it's not only just making the garment, but you need to be able to see the final result.
Right.
Final person who's going to be wearing it, how you're going to be shooting it, how you're going to be marketing. So हर एक चीज़ की अलग-अलग strength होती है. And I suppose there are many designers that I say I have sort of look up to.
Well, I mean, talking to you the last 10, 15 minutes, you come across as a very, very confident person. But have there been moments where you felt that maybe it's the wrong profession that you entered in?
No.
Sometime in your life?
Never.
Never.
Never. It's been 37 years. Till date, every morning I wake up with a bounce in my step. The day that bounce is gone, I'll hang my boots. Okay. But I hope it doesn't come because I want to hang my boots in my grave. So.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? There we are. Yes. Pratima. Ji. Okay.
I started my articles and simultaneously I started doing my fashion designing. And in those days, itna pressure nahi tha. Today you have a lot of pressure, but there we did very basic things like stitching petticoats in life. That's how I've learned. But there was not so much pressure. There was not so much homework that we had to do. So I could do two things simultaneously. So, but today the times are different. There is so much more pressure coming from every way, and you begin your careers with fashion shows and all that. That's a different kind of a pressure, which we never had to deal with. So I guess you have to just weigh how you can handle things in life, how much more time. I mean, if you can work 26 hours, no problem. Go ahead and do it. You can manage.
I think इसका ये मतलब भी हो जाता है कि the kind of industry that I come from, I think there was a time when actors were given a chance. अगर उनकी पहली फिल्म flop हो गई, फिर दूसरी में थोड़ा मेहनत कर लिया, फिर तीसरे में, फिर चौथे में. अब today, if you want to launch yourself, you need to be perfect in everything.
Completely.
So you come out as a complete hero, something like how Hrithik Roshan was launched in his film. Everybody needs to be launched in that particular way. And उसके बाद पता लगता है कि and I believe उससे आगे क्या?
ऋतिक की तो राकेश रोशन भी थे ना, सबको
No,
राकेश
whatever. Of course, I agree. But you need to be very well prepared today, you know, when you get into anything that's connected to fine arts. Okay. Anybody else? There we are. A girl over there, right there.
I think it's fabulous because जितना रेगुलर ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट है उतना ही 3D इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि you would be able to see what all you can do. You know, you can create wonders. Like when Dabu was saying, those were the days when you used to be having reel and you need to give every perfect shot. But now you can do takes after takes after takes. But that takes after take that you do, that frame that you capture is far more precise. And people are not going to pardon you if you make a mistake with that. So it is just that there's a beauty, there's a charm. I still love to use a camera with a film. When I went recently to one of the safaris, I used my hand camera, the film that moves. So there is a beauty of everything. You need to know that to be able to know what you can get into your 3D. सो पहले बेस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो आप अच्छे से तैयार करोगे तो उसके ऊपर आप लेयर्स चढ़ा सकते हो, उसको और इम्प्रोवाइज कर सकते हो अपने डिजिटल में 3D में. और अगर आपको जैसे कुछ और बनाना है तो आपको हैंड काम करना चाहिए, बट आपको प्रतपोर्ते बनाना है तो आपको डिजिटल में जाना ही पड़ेगा. सो you need to see, because today both are equally important. You need to do very special things, but you also need to sell to masses, because everybody needs to be able to touch those garments or wear those garments, which is not going to be possible if you don't try and work with those multimedia or the digital media, 3Ds and all this. So I guess both are very important. You need to know both equally well.
Does that answer your question? Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Okay. Any other question? Yes, please.
No, what you say is high. आपकी जो question है, it's true. People in India still do not appreciate. But if you remember, I told you from beginning that when I started my career, I started with block printed shirt. In those days, there was no value, but I sold it. I sold my shirt at premium prices, which was even far better than 100 single ply cotton or the best quality cotton fabric also. It is just that आप उसको you need to adapt to the Indian silhouette. You need to see what works better, because every place is different. Today what I sell in India is not going to be selling in Paris, or what I sell, even Japanese market is different than the American market. So the world is one, but even the top designer, the big brands also have different labels for different countries all over the world. Not different labels, pardon me. They, in the same collection, they would have certain styles that would be more Japanese market, certain styles that could be more American market. They're very different. Our country is like another world altogether. People in north are different figures than people down south. North have got bigger bust, south has got big hips, east and west is more shorter. So, you have to make one garment which suits all. Besides, we've got very strong culture. So in the north they would not want to cover their head, or in but the east, but if you go to Gujarat, they will all be, Rajasthan, Gujarat will be covering their head. Or if you go down south again, if you go beyond Tamil Nadu, they're going to be more Kerala and all, they're much more taller and they have a different kind of a figure, different things. So you need to be seeing what you would make, which the country can adapt. Today we have designers like Pero. She sells a tunic which is hand block printing, which is done from Sanganer, and which takes 2.5 meters of consumption of fabric. But she sells a tunic for 15,000 rupees per piece, right? So, and there are buyers for it lined up, and she sells beautifully. So it is not just the fabric, the silhouettes, and if you say that you're making bikinis, it is very specific kind of a silhouette that you're cutting, and it is very technical, the way you cut garments like that. So I would say that it shouldn't be a problem. You need to study more about your market, how you should market it. Look at taking a different angle. Try and change your silhouette. Try and change your color. Give something that is not available in the country. If they've always made block printing in blue, make it in black. Just a totally different. तो कुछ अलग से करोगे, you need to shock all the time, and that bringing in differently is what people want, because if you're wearing something for a long time, you want to change. I mean, आज fashions change कैसे होते हैं? Today we designers have been started making short clothes, and then suddenly midi will come into fashion, and then long will come into fashion. वो नहीं किया, तो how can we get people to buy?
So what she's saying is that you need to just kind of, and I definitely want to know कि ये bikini या जो भी tops आप कहाँ पे बेचने की कोशिश करें? Is it in Jaipur, Delhi, पुरानी दिल्ली, कहाँ पे? Okay. Oh, you haven't had a physical store. Okay. Right. And this was in Jaipur. Maybe if you try opening something in Goa,
Yeah, it's a
it'll
great
definitely
market.
work over there.
Sure.
और गोवा में तो सारे foreigners हैं, वो सब आपकी दुकान में आके
No, but
बैठेंगे.
you can always change. You can make bikini. You can add long fabric and make long gowns out of it. And if you just think differently, there is beautiful things. And but you're right. The country is different, and you need to think differently. But there's so much more that you can do. Like I was always saying that आज मैं कोई बच्चे के साथ बात कर रही थी, and they were telling me that हम fashion designing करते हैं. आप ये course सीखे, लेकिन there's a lot more things that you can do. Like you could be a photographer, you could be a journalist if you're a good writer. I'm just answering one of the questions that somebody had asked me, that what can we do if we are not successful as a designer? So, well, I would just preempt that question and I would answer it for that person. I can't see if they are sitting in the audience or not. That today, if you are a designer, if you've got this base, you've got this background, you could go into so many fields today, because you have journalism, you have your blogger. I heard somebody asking a question that I am a blogger.
Right.
And how do I do it? I'm a stylist. Today, every celebrity wants a stylist. And it sort of works very, very well when you have this kind of a base. So it's good to be having a good aesthetic in you to be able to do a lot more things.
Wonderful. Okay, anybody else with another question? There we are. Your name, please. Yeah, thank you for reiterating that again and again. Thank you so much. Okay, wonderful.
I just want to know, like right now, craft is something which is luxury. Yes, it is, because I'm studying it. I know it's very important for everybody to know craft and everything. But back then, it was. I don't think so that people were too much into crafts and they knew what crafts were. And I would like to know what was your inspiration. Like, why did you feel that craft is something which you have to take forward? And why do you think that craft was something which is like a USP of your brand? And yeah.
Well, in those days, we did not have the digital printing things. We did not have all these fast fashion things. So we had to work with the craft. हमारे पास तो कोई option ही नहीं था. That was the only thing. And I guess that's why we started, and we had no choice. But now that we have a choice of other things, we just feel that because we have got that, because we know how to work with the crafts, we can take it to a different level today. And when we worked internationally, when we go and stand there with the buyers and then we talk about what we can do there, if you have the knowledge, then you do not know how much we can do. So I guess it is very important to first learn it. We learned it, and now we know both the worlds, and I'd rather stick to making one beautiful garment than making 10 okay garment. I'll leave the okay designers to make the okay garment. So I like to work with luxury. So I like to work with crafts and taking it different to a different level, thinking in a different way, working with a craftsman is something that gives me joy. So I follow that.
And I feel ki today with the internet and everything that is so open, there's so much of knowledge that is coming to you. So maybe it might kind of get a little confusing. Because I remember when the internet initially, about 7, 8, 10 years, when that explosion happened, there was so much happening. And a lot of youngsters I felt were, ki, do we blend in with the Western world? Or do we still stick on to what India gives you? Or do we have a combination of the two together? So I suppose you need to maybe sit down, think a little hard. What is it that you really want to get into and what want to do? And over a couple of days, maybe figure out what is it that you want. Okay, cool. Any other question? Do we have another one? Oh, wonderful. So from bikini, do we go down to the somewhere else? Okay, tell me. I think it's very similar to the last question in terms of how do you survive?
No. Innovation, yes, it's very similar actually if you say everything is related to each other. But innovation is not just about thinking of the same stitch in a different color or the same thing that you do in a different color, but it's also innovating new ways of doing the same thing. For example, I'll give you a small example. We have right now worked on a project with Lucknow, where we used to work with the then minister, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, and we've got a whole place where we work with the hand embroiders. So right now, the new concept, or every time we come with a new concept, right now what we're doing is we've got one of the top artists. He's a Venkana, or one of the top artists to come, and there are all the frames, the cards, if you know how they do it, and he goes and paints, and we tell the embroider to embroider it the way you want. So it is just that the embroiders were given a free hand, and what they have come up is amazing pieces of art today and painting that has been created, which has been selling for 25 to 50 lakhs per small piece. So it was something, I mean, it went for auction and Christie's took it up, and it was a very simple project. We just thought of something because we have a school for the craftsmen where we grade what their capability is. This is, of course, we do with the government. But इसमें innovation क्या था कि वो लोग generally embroider से embroider करते ही हैं, पर अगर आपने एक artist को ला के उसके ऊपर painting करवाया and then painting के ऊपर एम्ब्रॉयडरी करवाया अलग तरीके से, सोच ही अलग थी, फिर अगर आपने काट के उसका गारमेंट भी अलग तरीके से बनाया, तो इट इज़ जस्ट दैट यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ डिफरेंट थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू एंड नॉट change just physically within that. I mean, you need everything. So innovation में आपको एक scientist के से जैसे सोचना चाहिए. We have to create new things every day because we cannot do what we did yesterday. Again, I repeat, a lot of things that Dabu said is exactly what we can relate to. हमने जो कल किया था वो आज करेंगे तो कोई खरीदेगा ही नहीं. So you have to think of what is going to be that next thing. How is it that you're going to evolve? How is it that you're going to do better? If you're doing the e-bikinis, what else can you do? How else can you add the fabric and make it into a gown? I mean, I can make 10 gowns out of your bikini top. How would you do it? How would you cut it differently? How would you embroider it differently? How would you treat it differently? वो तो नया innovation करना ही पड़ेगा because it says that if you don't innovate, you evaporate. So you rather keep innovating.
Wow, I think that's a lovely line. If you do not innovate, you evaporate. The only thing permanent in life is change. Keep changing yourself. Any other question, please? Yes, tell me. What is your favorite part of being a fashion? What is it? Do you like the money coming in?
Unfortunately, the money is the last part.
Okay.
When I start to create, I guess it is the colors and the textures which excites me the most. When I go somewhere and when I'm looking at different colors, different textures, different fabrics, all this excites me more, and I'm just waiting to take it up and treat it in a different way, break it, cut it. So I guess for me, I would start with the base fabric that excites me a lot. Like I can give you one example. When I went to Pochampalli, I saw one ikat fabric which was very boring. So we made a patta out of that. We cut. You understand what I'm saying? You discharge. You take the original colors out. You put new colors on it, and new patterns come up. So it's like. Working with fabric, colors, textures, this is the base, this is what excites me the most. Seeing people also, when I went to Rajasthan once, I've seen in small villages, they wear those ghagras with so many colors, so beautifully. I guess that's my next shoot that I want to do. I want to take my couture ghagras and the whole collection in a whole bus or a van, give it to those women and say, tumko jaise pehenna hai waise pehno. And I want to shoot that, and that is going to give me more joy. So I guess that way I would say photo shoot, putting up the garment, even that is more exciting. So it's everything actually, a lot of things.
So do you need a male model for the ghagra shoot?
I want a villager.
You want a villager? Okay. Well,
you can dress up. You can do anything. You're the best chameleon.
Yeah. I don't know why you're laughing. If Ranveer Singh can wear his girlfriend's ghagra and still become a style icon, why can't I do that?
No, you can do better than him. Sure.
Absolutely. जी और आपने जो सवाल अभी पूछा था उसका जवाब ये भी मैं देना चाहूँगा कि I suppose it's what you जो जुनून आपके अंदर होना चाहिए. I mean, for me also, when I am in front of the camera and I'm performing as an actor, the lines, the lighting, the stage, people looking at me, the camera looking at me, I think that connection of being on the set while you're working, उसका मजा ही एक अलग बात है.
आपको हर एक चीज you must enjoy. You cannot say that I just love the fabric and the colors, but True. Then eventually how are you going to cut it and embellish it? How are you going to shoot it? How is a client going to wear it? Every step has got to be interesting. Otherwise, like if you're a great chef, you can't just make a good dish. You need to present it in the right way as well.
Bilkul.
So from start to finish, just keep up that junoon and keep up that interest.
That passion needs to be there throughout, and it doesn't have to die. And it needs to be there every day.
Every stage.
Every stage, every day, every moment. Yes, please. Question from the blogger. Yes.
We belong to a very creative field and we all are called to be problem solvers. So do you ever put up a question that you have worked in abroad and you worked in India as well. So what are the difficulties that you've faced in abroad and in India? What is the difference and how do you solve it?
So is it easier to work in India or is it easier to work abroad? Simple question.
Well, there are different issues overseas and there are different issues here. And actually, when I was overseas, I used to be looking after the production part. And for me, that production is one of the most difficult part of anything that you say. So be it creating some complicated fabric. I can give you one example of one particular linen fabric that I had to manufacture. And I used to work with Dior Couture when Mr. Galliano was there and he was doing it, and I was flying back. I had to do that whole couture gown and fly back. And how difficult was it for me to manufacture that? I had gone to Jayashree Textiles in Kolkata, taken the yarn, flown to Banaras, had that very special fabric woven. Everything was done in 7 days. Take the fabric back to Bombay, have it embellished, and it walked the ramp. So I flew with the gown, 4 hours before the show was going to begin. It was put together in 4 hours and it walked the ramp. Now, if you talk about something as complicated as that, what you see for Mr. Dior, when you see his garments, it's like they're like impeccable. But it was made in 4 hours. So it was difficult for the seamstresses there. It was difficult for the manufacturers in Banaras. It was difficult for the embroiderers in Bombay, but everybody worked. How all these works is something, I guess it's all about the pressure. I need to be having super pressure, then only I can function the best. If I'm given a time to make a garment in 1 month, I know it, वो last दिन पे ही खड़ा होगा, पता नहीं क्यों. So I guess if all the students here relate to the same thing, it's okay. It doesn't matter. The best things come under pressure. So I think it is again, going back to your question, what is the most difficult thing? There's nothing most difficult because everything I've always solved in one way or the other. हम सोचते हैं हम ऐसा करेंगे, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, तो और कोई तरीके से कर लेते, वो शायद उससे भी अच्छे निकल के आता है. तो ऐसी कोई चीज़ नहीं है जो difficult है. Yeah, everybody is a problem solver. It's true in one way or the other. Ask him how he solves his problems. What if he forgets his dialogue? How do you manage it?
It's a very simple thing, I think. And I think जो जवाब इन्होंने दिया है, उसमें इन्होंने बोला है कि there are a lot of people who work extremely well under pressure. And जितने भी successful लोग हैं, that is something that they've learned to do over the couple of months or years that they've been working. Problems सबके सामने आती है. Now it's up to you. Do you solve the problem, or do you crack under pressure, or do you come out as a winner? Now that's eventually for you to figure out. What do you want to do? Do you want to break down? Do you want to sustain yourself, or you want to come out as a better person after? And a lot of people, if you learn not to crack under pressure, that's what a successful person is all about.
It says that winners never quit.
Never quit.
And quitters never win.
So if you're ready, and the pressure, problems, issues, तकलीफें, परेशानियां सबके सामने आएंगी, जो भी काम आप उठाओगे, it will be there. Winner वही है जो under pressure crack नहीं होगा.
I think
that's as simple as
pressures की तो पूजा करनी चाहिए, because only that will bring you up like there.
बिल्कुल. It's a way maybe God is trying to test you. कि do you have that capability? Are you the kind of person that you aspire to be? सबके क्या होता है? When in Bombay, a lot of people come wanting to be actors. सब ये बोलते हैं आप मुझे एक मौका दो, मैं देखो शाहरुख खान को उठा के फेंक दूंगा. Everybody says that. सलमान खान को हम निकाल देंगे. But it's not that easy. It is only when people बार बार आपसे मिलना चाहेंगे, आपका काम देखना चाहेंगे, and they come back to the cinema hall to see your films, is where you've achieved it. And imagine to be in the industry. These guys have been around for over 30 years now, you know. So 30-35 साल Raj karna, it's not an easy job. So any kind of fine art, whether it's what she's doing or what I'm doing, there is going to be a lot of pressure. And that's what makes us different. Keep that in mind. Okay? Cool. Any other question? Guys? Okay, there we are.
Can you suggest some must-read books for our fashion writers?
I guess today I would say that what I have learned in my schools is that it's not only the books, but it is everything. You got to be very curious. जब तक ये curiosity बनी रहेगी, आप बने रहेंगे. You must watch every film. That's one thing. Because you learnt a lot from the way people are dressing. What is it that you could do better than what was done there? You must go to all the museums, be it art or be it, I would say art, music, dance. All these cultural things is something when it's there, you must try and visit, see what it is, because you learn something from there. When you see an artist who's done a painting, or when you see a photographer who's taken a certain shot, how things are moving. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हैं ना अपने को सिखाती है. It is not just the books. Book is the last thing that I would want to open for reference. पहले तो हम references सब जगह ढूंढते हैं. हम यहाँ पे आते हैं तो हम ऐसे ही गलियों में घूमते हैं. हम ऐसे ही you know, whenever it's a holiday or a Sunday, I would say till date, I go to the mall and I go to different malls till date. It is homework for me. So as an artist, it is homework for us. It will be homework for him that he has to see every film, study other actors, what it is that they are doing, how is it that they are doing differently, so we can improve better. But if you open a book and you read on how an actor should act, hello, you cannot do that. So if you're looking at any books that would teach you how to cut, how to sew, is okay, but वो तो एक बार सीख लिया. अगर आपने यूनिक गारमेंट लिया, जब तक आप टेबल पे खड़े नहीं रहोगे, अपनी तरह से काटोगे नहीं उसको, आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कैसे हो सकता है. So I guess that is another thing. And then social media, oh my God, this is the biggest influence today. Who is wearing what, when, how, and stuff like this. So it is to know everything, because you got to be aware of everything that is happening around you. So be it media, be it arts, be it social things, and your mind should be like a sponge that you always gathering. And जब आपको जब खुद करना होता है, तब you just sort of a drench. वो निचोड़ते हैं ना, तो कहाँ से gather किया हुआ, कहाँ के निचोड़ के आया उसका, वो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा. But you know, you've got to be having everything there. So one thing is not possible, but you need to have a halo of everything, and that is what is going to be seen in your work.
I think simple सी बात ये है कि अगर आपको हॉर्स राइडिंग सीखनी है, आपको घोड़े पे तो चढ़ना होगा, और घोड़े पे चढ़ोगे तो आपको गिरना होगा, और जब तक आप गिरोगे नहीं, you will never know how to ride a horse. And that's how it is. I mean, you could get the best technique of how to sit on a horse, how to hold the reins, how to make sure that your legs are right next to the stomach of the horse, and how to ride it. But till the time you're there, and you have to fall off. जब तक आप गिरोगे नहीं, गलत करोगे नहीं, you will never learn anything.
No, more than that. It's not just about sitting on the horse, but it's just sitting about ये कैसे एक book. आपका सवाल था कि मैं book कौन सी पढूं, तो मात्र बुक से नहीं हो सकता है, but ये सारी चीज़ें चाहिए. And again, if I have not answered, you need to read every fashion magazine, you need to go through National Geographic, you need to read the Times of India, because everything is where you will find something. And
but here the point is कि today इतना specific हो गया है, because the internet is available. When it comes to fashion, today most of the people, if you're connected to fashion, they click on fashion in terms of whatever, and you read. Talking about the National Geographic, बहुत से लोगों को पता नहीं है. Reading books like this, or the Times of India.
वो तो हम TV पे भी देख सकते हैं. No, I just mean that when you see that, it is learning about photography, it's learning about how light is captured. तो ये हमारे कपड़े हैं जो कैसे capture कर पाएंगे. It's more of a knowledge that you touch and feel also. When I say going to the museums, going and seeing films, it's going and seeing the fairs, anything. It is just touch and feel, and not just the book, but book is all there, of course, but not just one. You can see a lot of book of embroideries, you can see lots of fashion magazines, which is LA Vogue, Elle Bazaar. ये तो सारा आपको लाइब्रेरी में जाके रोजाना स्टडी करना ही चाहिए. So this is something like, you know, if you want to write an essay, should I know my alphabets well? Of course you need to know that, because those are the verbs and the pronouns and the nouns. And then to make a sentence, to make an essay, you need to see all these things.
So in short, be a kind of a sponge. जितना भी आपके आसपास है, just pull it into you. That's how you will get to know everything about life. Okay, finally we'll have one last question here for this particular session. Anybody? No? One last question? Okay, I think you've been one of the founding members of the FDCI. That's what I've been told. I just definitely wanted to know कि this organization FDCR जो है, it has similar goals. So would you want to say something to FDCR?
Yeah, I would say that when FDCI, of course, we formed like sitting like this in my living room, that the designers should come together on a platform, and there need to be some sort of recognition of what they are doing. And today we have loads of students who are coming up from so many different fashion designing schools. And everybody can do something which is better, but they need a platform. So a platform like this, I would say, would be very, very interesting to see how it comes up, because it can give a platform to so many young budding talents, and they are the future today of our country. And the recognition that we are getting for the crafts that we have is something that the world is looking up to, because everywhere in the world this is dying. Nobody is doing what this country is doing. So the world has now started coming towards India to buy things, to look at things. And if we are trained, if we know how to do it, and if we can present it, tomorrow we can put a pin up there in the world and we can put a star, and this star can be given only with this star only our students can achieve. And I suppose a platform like this is going to go a long way in molding the students in the right way, because यहाँ पे बच्चों को ना कोई एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है, बट किस तरह से प्रेजेंटेशन करते हैं, कैसे हेयर एंड मेकअप को ट्रीट किया जाता है, किस तरह से पूरी लुक एक साथ में प्रेजेंट बनाई जाती है, वो सारी चीज़ें सिखाई जाती है, तो आई मीन सीखने को मिलती है. सो आई वुड से इट इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेटफॉर्म. And I would say hats off to the organizers to be thinking of such a thing. And you're very lucky that FDCR is coming here for you, and you do not have to go and run around very much. And you should consider yourself blessed. And all the best wishes to the organizers. Congratulations on such a big feat. You've achieved a lot, and may you succeed beyond success. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna ji. That's such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for taking time out and coming all the way. It's such a pleasure and amazing. A big round of applause. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Get your hands together. Thank you.